What's up, people? The reason I turned this camera on, I realized I learned these are some new words that I learned, and I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to say them. They're new words. I learned them, but I'm quoting from Babylon Temple of Two. Yes, and this is a history of talking about the history of the Hebrew, the language, how segregation, it's a little bit about segregation that went on and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn the camera around and all that. So this is all of these things is exposing who the enemy is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all geared to, gonna boil down to. Exposing who Esau is and all those type of things. You know what I'm saying? So let me turn this camera around. Let's get with it. All right. Eldad, the Danite. Okay, I hope I said that right. Danite, night. Okay, cause it's got I in it. Danite. Okay. Eldad, dad. DAD is dad. Okay, I'm trying to break it down. All right, here we go. In the 19th century, a black African Hebrew arrived in the city of Cairon. My bad on that one, y'all. And they say Nigeria or Algeria or Nigeria. And this city was one of the famous Talmudite schools. The name of this Hebrew was Eldad. That's that. Now, to me, that was hard. I ain't gonna lie. That word, that to me, it was hard because I didn't know the sound of that letter. Eldad, the Danite. He told the credibility, the story of a Hebrew the empire south of this Saran and the Western Sudan. According to Eldad, the Danite, the Hebrews in interior of Africa, okay, spoke of a Phoenician. Now that one, I ain't gonna lie, years ago that word was hard. Phoenician, Arabic, Hebrewic. That's another word for Hebrew word. And was a language that the Israelites adopted. I think they said that they adopted the Hebrew speech of the Canaanite language. Because these people was claiming to be Hebrews too. The Phoenician Arabic languages mixed with Arabic. They had a religion which had came down from Moses and a Hebrew empire. It was believed that this empire, I'm coming across a hard word, was named Tello, L-O-U-T, Telton, or Bulated, Eldad. No, Bulaton, Eldad, okay, said that the people of this tribe had fled from the kingdom of Israel after the Sennacherib. That's the biblical word Sennacherib. These are the kings in the Bible and the Assyrians had subdued it, and that other Israelites tribes such as Naphtali, Gad, and Asher, Gad and Asher were in the land from which he came. He told of the laws of Moses, which they follow, the complete series of the scriptures, except Esther, and Lamentation, except Esther. That's where the word Easter, I'm assuming, came from. and the Lamentations. He did not speak of the legal works that were produced in Babylon and Palestine after the destruction of the first temple, of which the Algerian, I don't know if that's right, y'all. Jews had a knowledge. Algerian Jews had a knowledge. These extraordinary works were the Musha and the Talmud Eldad displayed as evidence some ceremony pertaining to the slaughtering of animals for food. It was written in Hebrew with the with an Arabic tangle, but Eldad, regarding to Eldad's story, the Guyon, head of the Jews, assured the people that the story was credible. We are grateful for the travels and researches of Naaman, Sloaches. Now that was a hard word too. Sloaches, who wrote in the early part of the 20th century. He said, for many years, the author of this book has been gathering material for a history of the Jewish, not Jewish stands for fake Jews, the Jewish immigration unto the Syrian and the Sudan, Sudan, Sudan. Now, okay, I know I used to couldn't say that one either. I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. One part of his work is already done. The establishment of the authenticity. Now I would say now some people pronounce that word differently. Authenticity. Auticity. Some people now that may not be right. Auticity, authenticity, tendency. Now that may be right. Correct. The correct way to say it right there. Y'all let me know how y'all say the word authenticity of these migrations to the written of the Arabs and the oral tradition of the country. He can now add the archaeological civilization. I mean, wait a minute. I want to make sure it's right. Archaeological archaeological evidence. My bad. Evidence. Yeah, because it's got the evidence furnishing by the ruins of ancient Jewish cities in the Syrian and the Sudan, and the documentary of evidence. That's right. That's it. Evidence of Hebrew in scriptures like these of tunt. Okay, that might be wrong there. Which dates from the 13th and the 14th centuries. Okay. Hold on, let me check. Now, maybe I probably got one or two wrong. Now, somebody comment below and let me know if would you give me a B, a C on this here. What would you give me? But at the same time, I'm learning because a lot of them words in here, and even though I'm learning, you know what I'm saying? This is a lot of this stuff is new to me, and then a lot of these books All these books don't have the same words and stuff in them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad. Hopefully, this helped somebody. Now, the words that I got wrong, somebody hyphen them in the comment section for me. If you have that kind of time and hyphen the words for me, and you can tell me if I was close to them, or would you give me an A, or would you give me a B, or would you give me a C for those words? You see what I'm saying? So I said at the same time I was gonna switch it up and try something a bit different. You know what I mean? But because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, when I was coming up, I couldn't read or write at all. I really couldn't. But over the years and months and the weeks and stuff like that, I asked my family members and stuff way before social media. You see what I'm saying? Let me take them off. I don't need them. Way before social media. You know what I'm saying? It feels good to me to be able to go and read something. You see what I'm saying? Because back in the day, man, I didn't give up though, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how you can go through a lot of shit as a so-called person of color and stuff, and you still can hang in there. And, you feel so frustrated. You feel so like, yeah, and I was frustrated. I said, damn, man, I can't even read this shit, bro. I'm just sitting up here because I said, man, look, I refuse to go out like this here because I don't want nobody telling me no anything. You're not going to, I would be the wrong one is to come challenge. And you know what makes me mad? When people lie to me. I don't like a person lying to me. It's one thing. If you ever want to like make me like really make me mad or whatever, you really want to get me on like especially when people be lying and saying God loves everybody, and like they'll say things like well, it doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying, he came to redeem everybody and all this kind of stuff, and knowing that like that kind of it's uncomfortable. You see what I'm saying? And like if you're gonna say something, or if you're gonna learn what Gentile mean, Israel, like, you know what I'm saying? Because there are different types of Gentiles in the Bible, and that's what gets me. People like not really do they not realize that the word Gentile has many different definitions? You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna come back. Tell you the truth, I didn't even think I was gonna even do as good as I did. I think for me, I would give myself maybe a B. In my opinion, I give myself a B because I didn't even think I was gonna. I thought I was gonna have to give myself a C or something. I really did. What would y'all give me? Would you give me a? Would you give me a B, or would you give me a C? In what I just did? Because I tell you, my reading. When I tell you my reading was horrible, my reading was horrible. You know, I couldn't even. I remember the time, man. Well, my family will tell you like, well, they use it as an example, but man, I tell you, I couldn't, man. You looking at a man that couldn't read or write, couldn't read, couldn't do nothing. But I guess over the years, I just woke up one day and I just said, you know what? And it took a lot of it started like when I was 17. I was going to the Adventist church, right? So I didn't even know how to read. I didn't even know how to open up nothing and to defend nothing. All I had to do, I remember when I first joined the Adventist church, and I guess I realized I was still seeking then when I was younger, and I would run across people, and they would tell me, oh, you one of them Seventh-day Adventists? I said, no, I don't eat no pork in that. Oh, do y'all know y'all under the old law, huh? You know the Seventh-day Adventists is under the old law, and y'all are such and such and this and that and the third. So all I can do was just sit there. I couldn't go and prove nothing. I couldn't go and at least try to challenge them because all I'm doing is just sitting there froze. Because when you can't really read anything, you can't really, it's like being locked down and you can't defend yourself. It's like being locked up in a cage and people just come and just throwing sticks at you, pouring water. Somebody come and pour something hot on you, or whatever. You can't get out. You can't even get out the box people got you physically locked in. You see what I'm saying? You can't defend yourself. You can't do that because you all tied down. You see what I'm saying? And so that's how literally how it felt or how it feel, not knowing how to read and write. You know what I'm saying? People coming at you with all kinds of different versions of different knocks and different doctrines of this and different doctrines of that. You hearing this and you hearing that. And it's like now I can defend myself now because I prepared myself and put on my armor. You see what I'm saying? That's exactly what it's saying. You see what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? I want to know the truth, and I want to be able to challenge these ministers, these preachers, these so-called ministers that say that they're, I mean, I'm not downing people that like that, but I'm just saying, okay, I want to be able to challenge this in. I want to challenge them, but I want to make sure that I'm prepared. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't prepared or whatever, it's like going into a ring and you ain't trained yourself. If you're not, how they put it, if you're not a trained fighter, y'all know how to do the physical. You know what I'm saying? Then you can go in the ring and you can get the first hit. You can get knocked down. You see what I'm saying? You come out all busted up because you ain't prepared yourself when you went in the ring. You see what I'm saying? So. I'm gonna see y'all later, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk later. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know the words that y'all it's like, oh, you was close to right. Just give me whatever, you know. I mean, give me what your strongest idea of what y'all would think. I'm out.